Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what's up? My name is Rashad. What's up, everybody? My name is Rashad Milligan on this road singing. So, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm so tired, bro. And the reason I was like, do I want to say this? Because like sometimes I'll be venting at the beginning of streams and stuff like that, and I'll be clipping them out with the clips. I'm gonna still say this just because, like, why not? I'm gonna say this because it be so many times, like throughout today's day 305, right? Shout out to Miami, shout out to Uncle Luke. It'd be so many days during this past 300 days where I was just tired and I didn't want to stream. And I pushed through because I didn't want to get too far behind on the content schedule and things of that sort. And I talk about such a wide range of topics that I might speak on one specific thing that somebody is very interested in one day. And I clip it up and I do a video, and that's the very first video they see of me. And they see it and they're like, oh man, like, what was this? This was so lazy. And it's so crazy that they call you lazy when you do something like, you know, it's like you push through and you did so much just for someone to call you lazy. And it's like, bro, you don't even have the slightest clue. But it is what it is. No one cares, right? No one cares. Nobody cares. Just y'all don't want to hear. Y'all just wanted me to dance. Oh, don't want to reach your mama. Oh, I told you I've been listening to nothing but Outkast, bro, my entire time back home at the crib. Speaking of the reason why I'm so late, it's my last couple days back at the crib, back home. So I was trying to catch up with family, say bye to everybody and stuff, make my rounds around the town. And with that, that's why I am tired, because I've been spending all my waking hours making sure I seen everybody and say I care about you and I want to see you. So with that being said, it's 2.5 minutes. This was the talk of the day in the sports world, especially in the world of basketball, la basket. And I have to speak on this because, of course, in the middle of it is one of my dogs, one of the friends of the channel, and forever family, always gonna be tied in. I'm never switching up. I'm never folding. And it's LSU, bro. LSU. I'm gonna speak about LSU. Of course, with LSU, you know, of course with LSU, bro. What was I? Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I got lost. Of course, this would have got a lot more views, I know, if I did a short. But would have just did a short 60 seconds of me giving my take with a Kimoki background, but it got a lot of views with the momentum up the channel right now. However, I said, bro, I got to stream anyway. Let's go ahead and do it. And that was part of the reason why it took me an hour to get to this stream. But we are here right now. I missed this game. I didn't watch this game because I was watching another game that I was working. So I missed this game. But obviously So I want to give that disclaimer. I'm all over the place right now. Focus, Rashad. This is why you don't push through. If you're tired, just go to sleep. Anyways, I'm gonna push through it. Just forgive my rambling. I'm gonna try to clip around it when I post a clip. I'm gonna go from a big picture standpoint with this rant. And the disclosure, what they call it, is I didn't watch the game. So here we go. I'm gonna look at this box score and then I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go because I have so much to say right now, bro. I have so much to say, but I want to keep it all the way. You know, Cam Newton be saying funky, keep it all the way funky. Let's do it like this, bro. Malaysia full volley, 34 minutes, 6-13 from the field. Total points, 13 points. 13 shots, 13 points. Malaysia full volley, 34 minutes. Okay. Michaela Williams, 11 shots, 12 points. 35 minutes. Sakiah Johnson, 34 minutes, 8 rebounds, 10 points. Okay, shout out Sakiah Johnson. Shout out to the freshman, man. Okay. Kate Caval came off the bench, 10 rebounds. So they had Amaya Joyner at center starting the game. 5 rebounds, 4 points. Kate Caval had what, 9 and 10 coming off the bench? Okay. Jada Rashard had 13 points coming off the bench in 31 minutes. Blage only played 18 minutes. Coach Mulkey didn't say why she didn't play more, and she had 0 points. She went scoreless. And who got most of the jokes and most of the blame? You betcha. Number 4, Flage, friend of the channel, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all know what it is on this side, bro. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. It's a lot of setting up. Kim Mulkey, bro. At what point is it not a Jedi method? At what point is it not some genius? Don't nobody get it except for you, because you such a mastermind in life that this method is the method to win a championship. Because, I mean, salute to your history at Baylor and salute to your history as a player at La Tech. But in terms of your one chip at LSU, a lot of the haters is wait, we go back. I'm gonna go to a lot of the hating that people usually do, right, with Kim Mulkey and LSU. Yo, Antoine, what's that? The first one is they got lucky with the 2023 championship. The second one is this non-conference schedule is done. The third one is she don't know how to develop no point guard. All right. Right now, she's proven every single one of these theories correct. So far, Kim Mulkey has proven the 3 biggest theories that people say and go against Kim Mulkey during her LSU tenure, of course. Shouts out to everything she did at Baylor, all the national championships she won over there. Shout out to BG, Brittany Griner. Shout out to Odyssey Sims. But in terms of her LSU term, let's look at 2023. It's all about matchups, right? Y'all looking like y'all got lucky. Indeed, that Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes defeated and snuck out with the win over Aaliyah Boston in South Carolina. Y'all look very lucky that they did, because if it would have been South Carolina LSU, we saw how South Carolina LSU was going on during that entire season. LSU, Flage's a senior 4 years. She still ain't beat South Carolina once. We know how that would have went in the national championship game. Respectfully. Shout out to Lex Luther. Of course, that is a friend of the channel as well. Flage, y'all know that's family. That ain't even friend of that's family. They would have lost if it was South Carolina. But if it were the 5th, we all be drunk, right? Second thing, the non-conference schedule. This whole thing of like, I'm Yoda, I'm so smarter than all of y'all. Y'all don't see the vision. Wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi thing that you're doing, that nobody in the world of college basketball or basketball period understands why you are doing the schedule this way. Not even your own players understand why you're doing it. Your own seniors don't understand why you're doing it this way. Because every time y'all face some real talent, y'all get punched in the mouth. Why not have competitive, close games and get beat up? Oh, we don't want to get beat up on. We don't want to get hurt. When it's time to really go to war, the SEC is enough of ground. No, because the rest of the SEC, when they facing real competition, right, in their non-conference schedule, it's not every game. Of course, they got Western Texas or Westland Baptist on their schedule too every now and again, right? Money games. They'll give some schools some money to beat them by 100 points, of course. But every single game, dog, like, come on, bro. The Duke game, even Duke, didn't live up to the expectation they supposed to have. The Duke game was a unranked, disappointing, underachieving Duke was the marquee game before you guys even got into conference play. And that's why y'all jokers got punched in the mouth and you wasn't ready for it. Another thing I want to say. Let's go here with it. I'm gonna share the screen again. Another thing I want to say, man, with Foe. After the first loss to Kentucky, Flage, according to this, allegedly, of course, it's a screenshot from social media on Twitter, right? A screenshot of her thing. Is one of a kind. Okay. So this should be pretty new. If this was after the last game, when this screenshot was shared, we'll go to it like this, right? This is alluding. The flu is going around in the South, if y'all didn't know. It's going around really around the United States, but specifically in the South because that's where I'm at. That's where all my people at, the South. The flu's going around. She posted this. This is Michael Jordan at his flu game. She posted this after the Kentucky game, allegedly, if all the timelines are right and this is right. I went on Facebook because I'm not on Instagram. I went on Facebook. I didn't see it on the Instagram, on the Facebook story. If this is true, Flage playing with the flu right now. This goes back to Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey, you are the adult in this situation. Of course, your best player in your senior is going to say, "No, coach, let me in. Let me in, coach. Let me play, coach." If the child ain't well, there's no need to force the child to go out there and play. Michael Jordan did this in the NBA Finals, not a regular season conference game. Not conference game number 1 and conference game number 2. Michael Jordan did this in the NBA Finals. Let the child sit down, man. Or not let the child, because the child probably wanted to play. Shout out Flage. Sit the girl down. Sit the young woman down, bro. Sit the young woman down. Stay at home. Get well. We'll see you when we come back to Baton Rouge. Ain't no need for her to force to play. She didn't play well against Kentucky. She forced up. You remember, she hesitated on the shot. She passed up the shot, and everything. It was a jumbled up possession. It was the most viral play outside of Michaela celebrating too early and the Kentucky game winner at the buzzer. It was the third most talked about play when Flage hesitated and fumbled the ball, and it just ended up being a mess of a possession. She didn't play well against Kentucky. And she dang sure didn't play well against Vanderbilt. People talked about, oh, she clocked out. She did. People piling on Flage. Flage, if you got the flu, get well. Sit down. I know it's difficult for you to sit down. Please sit down and get well, because it's going to hurt your draft stock more and the narrative and the reputation and all that around you if you go out there and push through it and play. Who need to take that advice? Rashad need to take that advice, because Rashad just said, I'm tired before I fired up the stream. And for the sake of the schedule, I kept the stream going. And then I clip up, I talk about a billion things. And then there was a billion things, but I was tired and I didn't even want to do the stream. Someone sees it for my channel for the first time and they say, oh, this is terrible. I'm never subscribing to this man. This man should never do a video again. So I should take my own advice. Still, Flage, sit down, bro. Sit down. We got money on the line here. It's a new CBA. You're going to get millions of dollars when you get in the league. By the way, Kathy, stop the cap. Let's end this before we get to a work stoppage. I know we're going to get to a work stoppage. It is what it is. It's inevitable at this point. We watching Unrivaled because Unrivaled the only basketball that we're going to get on a professional level in America. Shout out to Athletes Unlimited. But Flage, man, you got millions of dollars with the WNBA on the line. You're about to get drafted. You're about to be a first-round draft pick. Sit down when you're sick. You see, one thing you can learn from the fellas, from the boys. Hold on, what Brody doing? Hold on, what Brody doing? We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna pull it up, and I'm gonna tell you like this. You see what the boys doing? You know what I'm saying? This is what the boys doing. This is what the men doing. Hold on. We're gonna pull it up like this. All right, we're gonna pull it up like this. You see what the boys doing? Coach, I don't feel well. I got $1 million on the line, coach. The boys not hesitating to sit out when they don't feel well. The boys not hesitating to low manage when they not feeling well. When they hamstring, oh my hand, oh my shoulder, coach, they quick to sit out. I got $1 million on the line, coach. The NBA, the mock drives got me number one, coach. Flage, regular season games, conference games. There's not the SEC tournament, and this dang sure ain't the big dance. Sit down. If you sick, sit down. If you got a fever and your nose running and you can barely talk and it's coming out both ends, sit down. It's not worth it, because now everybody want to talk bad about you and talk crazy about. We ain't doing that. You still one of them ones. You still top 4, top 5 player in the country. We got Audie Crooks. We got Hannah Hidalgo. We got Michaela Blakes. We got Flage, bro. AZ Fudge, Sarah Strong. Shouts out to UConn as well. My bad, Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong, best player in the country. But you top 4, top 5 player in the country, Flage. We don't need to be going out here when you sick, halfway trying to push through, trying to be a soldier, you know what I mean? And you go out and you looking bad, and then everybody saying, "Oh, you need to Flage, you need to hey Clara, or Claire, excuse me. Welcome in to the stream." But we don't need people, because the first thing they go to, oh, Flage, she focused on the commercials. Flage, she focused on the music. You say it all the time, Flage. You hear it more than I, because you actually Flage. It's all good. We don't need to be hearing all that. Just sit out if you're not feeling well, man. Back to Kim Mulkey. Lack of development of point guards. We was talking about this with at South Carolina with Don Staley, right? With Jersey Robinson. Okay. How have guards really developed as being top prospects? A lot of hype coming out of high school, coming out of college. Don Staley going to put you in a system to where you win, to where you succeed in college. You're going to be great at South Carolina, 100%. Gamecocks roll. Yes, they're going to always be one of the top 2, 3, 5 programs in the nation forever with Don Staley. It's stamped now. Asia Wilson got the ball rolling. Don Staley kept it going. It is what it is, right? But after college, what guards under Don Staley have really stuck with the WNBA team and not bouncing around from team to team and out the league and then signed to 10-day contract, exhibit 10 contracts, like you know what I'm saying? And salute, friend of the channel, nothing but respect. But Destiny Henderson, that's how Zaya Cook. So much, you know what I'm saying, expectation on Zaya Cook coming in, and she just been signed by the Sparks, cut by the Sparks, traded by the Sparks to Seattle, signed by Seattle, cut by Seattle, come back to Seattle. That's been the story for majority of the South Carolina guards coming out after the WNBA. The thing with LSU, okay, Haley Van Lith comes in. You try to make Haley Van Lith something she's not. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit. Haley Van Lith has to go to TCU. She turns up and she looked like Haley Van Lith from Louisville. It's the same thing with Malaysia Fulwiley right now. It's looking like Malaysia Fulwiley leaves South Carolina. She can't play her full range game. They holding me back. They hating on me. She goes over here. She started. She finally starts. Okay, we give you your starting, but it's still looking like the same thing from South Carolina. Can Kim, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here, Kim Mulkey? What are we doing here, bro? Yeah, are you supposed to like make Malaysia this new player that could fit within the system and can start and could be a star and could be a this and that and da da da? Because it's looking the same. It's looking an awful lot like these last couple 2-3 years over at South Carolina, bro. So here we go. I came across this crazy video, but I couldn't fully understand. Do you think you could help make sense of this video? I feel like you're gonna send me a link to some that's spam, but go ahead if you're a real person. Claire on the moon. But anyways, yeah. That's the main thing I wanted to say, man. Kim Mulkey just, tighten up, twin. Tighten up, Kim Mulkey. Like, you're the adult in the situation. If your kids are sick and your kids want to play, don't let them play. Sit them down. Heal. We got a long season ahead of us. Because when they go through and play through it and they play poorly and you got to sit them after playing about half the minutes that everybody else done played, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bad look. Nobody wins in that situation, bro. Nobody wins in that situation. And what are we doing with my laser full, Wiley, bro? We trying to get all the big names in the portal. Oh, yeah, we going to get all the big names in the portal. You don't know what to do with it. What we doing? If I'm a guard, I'm looking at Haley Van Lith at LSU. If I'm a guard in the portal, I'm looking at my laser full Wiley in the portal. Because everybody that got it popping as a guard at LSU, they Kim Mulkey's kids. Luther, that was a Kim Mulkey disciple. Flage, Kim Mulkey disciple. Excuse me. Michaela Williams, Kim Mulkey's child. We haven't seen one transfer yet in the backcourt. We've seen it in the front court. Anissa Morrow, shout out to Niece. We've seen it obviously with the Barbie. Shouts out to the Barbie, basketball legend. We haven't seen it yet with Kim Mulkey through the transfer portal with a guard. She's 0 for 2 right now in the transfer portal with big time guards coming to our program. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But it looks like a lot of the things that people say about Kim Mulkey and her time at LSU and stuff like that, all the hate, so like it's raining true. Stop the cupcake schedules. Prepare this team. Don't do this team a disservice from winning 100 to 20. You don't even know how good the team is. How can you even? Oh man, we could have did this better. Y'all won by 80 points. Be the adult, Kim Mulkey. That's it. And Kim Mulkey, she a funny person. Everybody like Kim Mulkey. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't like Kim Mulkey for certain particular reasons. They don't like how outgoing and different she is. I enjoy it. It's entertaining. This ain't no beef with Kim Mulkey. This ain't no personal thing. This is just talking about, okay, on a that type of level. You so much smarter to where don't nobody else get it. And then y'all continue to get punched in the face with these big games. Your talent has been saving you in all these big games. If you ain't got the All-Americans, the All-American, the other teams' players down the stretch in these big games, you end up losing every single time. It runs out. As opposed to some of these teams, they losing 2 or 3 of their best players. UConn with a hobbled Page still make it to the national championship game. UConn without Page still make it to the season. Like, them jokers, regardless, because of the system, they gonna go somewhere. South Carolina will miss a player or two. Oh, Don Staley they still gonna make Final Four the championship game. It's just they got the systems in place. Shout out to Kim Mulkey and all she's accomplished as a coach, Hall of Fame player. The facts is just the facts, bro. Maybe you're overthinking and this and that isn't, oh man, I'm enlightened. You knew so much more than us. Maybe it's not that. Maybe you just get a bounce off the rim and you get a lucky matchup that you're much more favorable with than the other. And the whole thing looks different. Maybe, just maybe. I want Flage to get a ring. Own ring, you know what I'm saying? She already got one, but I like her to get her own as the best player on the team. I love to see that. That's family. I want nothing but the best for my dog. But this is just the reality of the situation right now. It's a long season. We're going to see what happens. This is why I'm standing there with it right now. All the big picture things that people been complaining about and call haters for with Kim Mulkey and her time at LSU is just only proven to be right now, bro. And at some point, the criticism that people want to call hate, the mystique magically vibes more and more. It evaporates more and more. The curtains are pulled back, and then you see what's really going on. Just is what it is. Coco Golf on American support. So she said Americans are the worst. She says she look at these other countries, these tiny countries, they show up to the matches and they have the little flags and they go ole 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 ole. First of all, Coco, at a lot of these countries, a lot of these folks at these smaller countries, it's so much despair and nothing to look forward to. They gotta migrate to another country. Americans, if you're born in America, for the most part, you won't be in America. It just is what it is. Because your ancestors probably already done migrated to America. It just is what it is. We're a pool of migrants. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have people from all over in America, in these different countries around the world, the Spains and the Australias. They're going to come from all over the world in different places. They're going to represent their home country. And America, we here, we good. It is what it is, little twin. So here we go. Also, Coco Golf, cool people. I'm going to clarify because people are dragging this out of context. I'm not expecting people to travel to tournaments to watch us play, but there are many tournaments that we have in America and abroad where Americans are already attending regardless of who's playing, excluding the U.S. Open, where people come and don't really cheer for their countryman player. Whereas the smaller country, okay. So she clocking my tea a little bit. Cause I met Coco pulling the curtain back. And I showed her the picture when I was up there at the US Open. And I was up there in New York and spent a lot of money for me and the homies to experience that. Shouts out to my dogs up in New York. And we watched her win her first major championship. And I showed it to her and she's like, oh, thank you so much, this and that. Bro, I was yelling the whole time. And I tell you, I probably was louder than Corey Golf. Shout out to Corey Golf, friend of the channel as well. I was louder than Pops in that thing. Let's go! And I was there at your exhibition in Atlanta at Atlantic Station. And I was cheering for you then, mad loud. I'll be cheering for Coco Golf, bro. Where people come and don't really cheer for their countryman player, whereas those from smaller countries come with the colors of the flags and it's clear who they're supporting. I was just speaking from my perspective. Trust me, I understand the financial aspect and the things, and no, tennis is not accessible for everyone. It was more of a comment for those who are already attending and how I wish they were more passionate from those countries. Okay, so she talking about the rich white folks already at the matches. Well, rich white folks, y'all need to do a better job. She ain't talking about me. Y'all be safe though. Here we go. From those other countries, more specifically team events. People don't owe me anything. I was just honestly answering the question I was asked. And by simply an observation, I noticed other countries versus mine as well. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for any support, no matter how big or small it is. This reminds me of basketball. Basketball, in the United States, it's kind of bourgeois crowds. And then you see them jokers in Europe and they got the whole thing set up. It's all burning in the crowd. They got the big old drum. Oh, they're doing that. The whole crowd participating in the chants. They all jumping up and down. Got the whole stand shaking. Just like in the soccer culture. Yeah, they are more passionate than Americans. I'm not going to lie. Me individually, I might be passionate, but I'm one person. If we got the whole thing in the US Open, if it's 70,000 folks, right? And I'm up there, in the 300s and the nosebleeds. Go. How much weight is that going to carry versus 70,000 jumping up? Go. Because that's how they do in the international country. Just is what it is. I get it, but it's going to be good, man. I ain't going to lie. It's just, she right. I say all that to say she right. Like, Americans too cool for school. And they need to stop being too cool for school. But it just is what it is. It's the culture. So American culture got to do a better job. As mad as Americans as we got about her comment talking about us not being, you know what I'm saying? That's as mad as we need to get at the matches when the points don't go our way. Ref, what you talking about? Ref. We need to get passionate. Coco Golf is great. Coco Golf is extravagant. We love the Williams sisters, right? We love Venus and Serena. That's old school. Even though Venus still playing, that's old school. We on the new school now. We on Naomi and Coco. We on Salone Stevens. We on the new school. We on the Taylor Townsends. So support the new school, man. Show up for the new school, man. What are we doing here? Shout out Chris Eubanks. He just retired. ATL, Georgia Tech, you know what I'm saying? Legend, you know what I mean? Shout out my brother Zach Kennedy, friend of the channel, Georgia State legend, Clemson legend. But at the end of the day, bro, we got to cheer more for our people, bro. We got to stop being so cool. And this goes to music, this goes to concerts, this goes to sports, this goes to the whole thing. Americans just be too cool for stuff. Like, it's our culture. We just got to stop being too cool because life is short. Shout out Bankroll Fresh. I'm always tell the story. It was A3C 2015, which is A3C is always about October, November. And during the set, Bankroll Fresh up there, and he said, everybody say screed, screed, and Bankroll Fresh. All right, Trevor, I'll do what I want to, the whole street execs. It's kind of a tougher crowd, so everybody got a tough posterior and stuff like that. They ain't really trying to participate in all the chants, call and response at the show. And then in the middle of it, if is the call and response, say screed, screed. He said, if you know life 2 months long short and you here to have a good time, let me hear you say screed, screed. And he was jumping up and down, and it was so much energy and positivity with Bankroll Fresh that night, bro. And he was just fun, bro. Like, Bankroll Fresh was trapped, and it was like very, you know what I'm saying? Like, depicting and painting the pictures, like with his words of a very dangerous lifestyle and neighborhood coming from poverty and roaches and going from rags to riches. That's very much Bankroll Fresh whole aesthetic. But he was just all about fun and jumping up and down, and just he had more energy than anybody else in that mug, you know what I'm saying? And that walk through was the unofficial Hit Them Folks anthem and stuff like that. So he was all about dancing and having a good time and smiling and joking. Like, he never just held up on that just because he was a street artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bankroll Fresh was himself. He was like uniquely himself. He was a dope dude. Anyways, I saw Bankroll Fresh again the next month, that November, at the Chance the Rapper show. Drum brought him out. Shouts out to Drum in his opening set for Chance the Rapper. And Bankroll Fresh came out. He did Hot Boy. I was like one of the only people jumping up and singing every word because, I just seen him at A3C, and I listened to that type of music. And a lot of people who was listening to Chance at the time weren't really listening to the Bankroll Freshness of the world at the time. So it wasn't many other people. They were just kind of observing and bobbing their head, but I was jumping up and down and singing the words and stuff like that. There's a video of this on YouTube. I don't know if I can find it, but yeah. And I say all of this because when Bankroll Fresh was talking about all of that, kind of just energy and just positivity and stuff like that, right? And life is too short. Have a good time at the show. Everybody show up. He passed away. He passed away like how many months? 4 months later. Passed away 4 months later. And it was big news within the hip hop community. Still is still a big loss. And it's just something, to think about, bro. Like, Bankroll Fresh said, life too short, have fun and this and that. I think about that a lot with concerts and people too cool to dance or turn up or something like that. Like, life too short, bro. Life too short to want to like not look cool or get embarrassed, bro. Have fun. Have fun to the maximum. I know a lot of times people have like a phobia. It's scared of getting posted now by a stranger and getting recorded. They don't know they're being recorded by a stranger because they dancing. I mean, it is what it is, bro. If you're gonna get posted, you're gonna get posted. Just have a good time, bro. Don't worry about that. Just have a good time. Yeah. So that goes to Coco's point about just American culture and just being too cool for stuff. To wrap it up, to put a bow on it, you know what I mean? All right, next scene next, bro. Next scene next. Ashley Tisdale. Hey, it is January 4th. 2026, in 16 days or 15 days, if you want to count this as January 5th. High School Musical, the 20th anniversary. Disney Channel will be playing High School Musical 1 and High School Musical 2 back to back to celebrate the 20th anniversary of High School Musical. And we're getting something for the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana this year as well, where Miley Cyrus is performing Hannah Montana just one night. And y'all know how I feel about Hannah Montana. I just did a Hannah Montana video that I dropped on the morning of Christmas. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Hannah Montana and the most important song ever. I like that video. But yeah, Ashley Tisdale, she's talking about a toxic mom group. And she wrote it in the cut. So that's exactly what I texted to the group after being left out of yet another group hang. This is too high school for me, and I don't want to take part in it anymore. It didn't go over exactly well. Some of the others tried to smooth things over. One sent flowers, then ignored me when I thanked her for them. Another tried to convince me that everyone assumed that I'd been invited to the gatherings and just hadn't shown up. Then why didn't anyone ever ask where I was? I wondered. To be clear, had never considered the moms to be bad people. Maybe one. But I do think the group dynamic stopped being healthy and positive, for me anyway. Surely it would have been easier to disappear without explanation, and that would have allowed all of us to convince ourselves that we simply, quote unquote, drifted apart. But from the feedback I received since I started talking about this, I know I'm far from the only mother who has been brought to tears by members of the group that's supposed to lift everybody up. I had more than one friend reach out and say, "You're so brave." I thought that was an interesting response. Why, I wonder, is it so scary to talk about this? Motherhood has enough challenges without having to wonder if the people around you are going to be on your side. You deserve to go through motherhood with people who actually, like you. And if you have to wonder if they do, there's a hard earned lesson. I hope you'll take it to heart. It's not the right group for you. Even if it looks like they're having the best time on Instagram. Bloop. The mama group. She said the mom group didn't like me. They wasn't rocking with me. It was fake. It was Hollywood. It was high school. That's real life, man. That's real life. That's everywhere. It's everywhere for sure. Salute to Ashley Tisdale. Best of luck of her finding a friend group that rocks with her. For real. You know what I'm saying? And I can imagine it's difficult to find friends when you famous too. So like she gotta find like people who's kind of like Hillary Duff and them jokers, you know what I mean? And this all about the bass girl. All about the bass. Megan all about that bass. About it. Trainer. Megan Trainer. Know what I'm saying? So best of luck to her finding a new friend group and may the friend group actually like you. Shouts out to Ashley Tisdale for sure. Shouts out to High School Musical. Shouts out to Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Speaking of friends, man, you don't need the support of your friends. Boy, I was just giving this speech to like someone earlier today, bro. Me when I watch TikTok videos of people I know and they squinting. Here we go. This is a lesson for people who want to grow but are very shy. I used to be scared of putting myself out there publicly, not because I didn't believe in what I was doing, but because I kept thinking about what my classmates and friends would say. I was trying to sell myself online, talk about my work, build something real, and it felt uncomfortable knowing people who knew the old version of me were watching. So I did something very simple but necessary. First, I went on LinkedIn and I unfollowed most of my friends and classmates I wasn't building for. I reset my LinkedIn of what I was supposed to be, a place where I show my work, my thinking, and my direction, not a place where I perform for people who don't matter to my future. Then on X, I realized my old account wasn't aligned with what I wanted to do in tech. So I opened a new one, fresh space, new comfort zone. This time I stopped caring about people who might be watching me with a weird face. And here's the funny part. The same people I was shy and scared of are now the ones reaching out to me saying, "I'm so proud of you." So if you're holding back because you're afraid to show people you know might look at you, build your space. Find your comfort zone, put yourself out in front of the right audience. You ain't have to do all that. Just post it. Your friends are not your audience, bro. Your friends are not your audience, dog. They say, but my friends and my people, let us on. So they're not your audience, bro. My audience, my people, Dan, Lame Secutum, Paxful, SSB, you know what I'm saying? All the homies. I don't know those dudes. I didn't grow up with those people. I didn't go to high school with them. I didn't go to college with them. I didn't go to elementary school with them. We're not even from the same state. Your friends are not your audience, bro. Your audience will find you. Your tribe will find you. Be yourself. Talk about the things you're passionate about. Do the things that you're passionate about. Do what you enjoy to do. Don't perform. If you perform for the sake of the, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing, the character that your persona online. And the people who like it will come for that persona, will come for that online person. Not the real life people. Your real life friends don't like everything you like. Who got friends where y'all like every single same thing y'all like, bro? That's just not realistic, dog. I like example. We had Cleve on, right? To do the hip hop awards. Shouts out to Cleve. A lot of our music tastes and our preferences and awards and top rankings and all of that were very similar artists, very similar lists. Cleve likes anime and video games. I do not play video games. I do not watch anime. I tried to get into anime. I keep trying to get into anime and I started, but I can barely keep up with any type of show, period. It's just something that I have trouble with. I end up spending every single waking moment on YouTube, creating something, reacting to something, whatever the case might be. And then before I go to sleep, I'm watching some other YouTube stuff, whether it's an old concert or listening to a new album or watching streamers and stuff. Like I watch that with my time. I don't watch TV shows anymore. So it's difficult for me to watch a TV show, follow along with it. I'm even behind on Abbott Elementary, and that's like my favorite TV show. So I say all of this to say, bro, we're not like everybody. So if we don't have the same interests, why would they be interested in my content when my content is specific and different and niche to me? Your friends are not your audience, bro. Post whatever you want to post, do whatever you want to do, and do it independently of the people that you grew up with. All right. I have a clip of Duke Dennis here for some reason. I don't know what this is. All right, let me see.
Damn, y'all really going in on that man. Same. Don't talk about my man. Oh.
Where is this young lady from? Where is this young woman from? I'm not easy, bro. I'm not easy. I was just wondering where the hell she was from. How you call me easy before I even said something? Come on. She 30? Bro, I just asked a question. Yeah, like she, I was just asking how old she was, where she from. Her name is 7. I was just asking, bro. Like, I can't ask a motherfucking question.
Damn, y'all really.
Shout out to 7. Shout out to 7. It's funny. I met 7 Streeter one time, and she introduced herself. I said, "Hey," I said, "What's your name?" She said 7. I said, "Oh, I'm Rashad," and I said, "Oh, 7, like the singer," and then she just looked at me like with a blank face because I was thinking about 7 signed to DDG Zooted. It was kind of embarrassing moment, but shout out to 7 Streeter. That's my dog. Cuff him.
No. Hang up on you, not in the mood. No trolling. No. For real. You can. What kind of idea would you like to do?
Look, I'll plan some fire segments for us. Come on.
Come on, I swear, if you troll me, like, I swear, like,
no, I'm not gonna troll you.
I will block you on every platform and literally, like.
No, I'm trying to make people make this one so we can be couple of the years.
All right, yeah, no. That's for. This is how they always start out though. No. Hang up on you, not in the mood. No trolling. No, for real. If you could, what kind of idea would you like to do?
Shout out Cuffin, bro. Oh yeah. I wanted to see this. Somebody talking about how much she makes in the day.
Like money share right now.
This is what my next check that I'm gonna get paid next month.
You're making more than me.
Look. This is my last check.
Damn.
Wait, no, hold on. Did I get paid? I think I get paid tomorrow.
What happened in this month? You got banned?
Yeah, I was banned for this month. He
I'm
like,
what
damn.
the
He like, damn, you got $200. I was banned. So like, I got this.
This when you first started?
This was your first check is always your smallest because I started like the end of the month.
This is exactly my monthly paycheck. Like the same exact cents and everything. How the fuck you do that? You just living your fucking life. You know what?
This is currently
like on this shit right now.
This is what my next check that I'm gonna get paid next month.
This is no longer news. It's really beautiful. All right. It's because clowns watch our streams. Elshawn, Yana, Bernice Bogros. All right, cool. That's it. All right, I'm gonna bring on Dan, man. Let's bring on Dan the man. Let's bring on Dan the man, brother. All right, Dan is here. Dan, what's up, man?
What's up, Rashad? How are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I see you chimed in on your friends are not your audience discussion and stuff like that. If you want to elaborate more on that, here's your time.
Well, I just wanted to say, we do these streams for purposes, and we talk about life in general. We talk about sports. We talk about anything that's on our mind. But we also have to be careful too, because the internet is a weird place. When we have to be sure that we're polite to each other, we're respectful, and we're doing all the right things to take care of one another and stuff like that. So that's the reason why that I come on here with Rashad, because you and I are tied, because we keep it real with our sports teams, and we keep it real in life in general. You and I have differences, but that doesn't mean that we're enemies. We're still friends, regardless how you look at it.
And the thing is just like, it's just, I feel like a lot of people, and it makes sense, right? It would make sense, like if you grew up with someone and you guys like are because in real life it's like this, right? It's like, if you're really my friend and I had a dance recital on Friday, you show up to my dance recital. If I told you, hey man, I have a concert on Friday, or I have a game on Friday, if you're real friends in real life, right, you'd expect that person to show up to the game. So I think people think it translates over to the internet. And it's like, I have a podcast. You're my friend. We grew up together. You need to be my number one listener of said podcast. And I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
And I guess people have their different takes and whatnot, but this is the beauty of life in general. Everybody's got their opinions. We have ours, but we have to respect their decision regardless of the outcome.
Right. But and the thing is, it's like, Dan, you came across my content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your audience, your tribe, your community on the internet will find you. Like we said, it was you, SSB, Nate, Lame Shakute and Pax Fool, today, Flip, all of y'all came from different corners of the internet and the world, and we came and we created community.
Yep.
This wasn't my community is 5 people I went to elementary. No. that's not a fair, it's just not a fair expectation. And I think the people who are disappointed when their elementary school friends don't support their online endeavors and stuff like that, or judge their online endeavors. I was talking to someone about this earlier. I was talking to my mom about this earlier. I have about 1,500 friends on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I have about 1,600 followers on Twitter and 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
I have over 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's 6 times more than any other platform where it's my friends, where the people I grew up with and the people I interacted with and my work and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
My audience is much larger because I was never catering to my friends and my hometown and my people that I went to school with, catering to the world and the people
Right.
who care about specifically what we're talking about. And when you start your podcast, you get your channel rolling and stuff like that. You got the setup, you got the lighting. Lighting looks good. Once again,
We're still working on the
Started.
desk. We're still trying to get the.
Still working on the desk. You have specific interests. Your interests are sports, more specifically like Dallas, everything like that, and your music. The music and the songs you sing and the songs you like and stuff like that. The people in your hometown and the people when you was at your friend's house the other night for New Year's and all these people and the people that you might go bowling with and the people that you might sing karaoke with and go to the bar with and stuff like that. Those people might not have the exact same interests of the Cowboys to the level that you have, or singing the songs that you enjoy singing, or the song or the music that you like listening to and discussing. That's okay.
Yeah.
They're not your audience. The world is so much bigger than the Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas area.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. I think people get caught up in that, and that paralyzes you and puts you in a box before you even give yourself a chance to blossom and glow on the internet.
Mm-hmm. And we're people at the end of the day too. That's the biggest thing. You know, we're human. We have flaws and we have our differences. But at the end of this day, we're people, and we respect each other. As long as you don't disrespect the boundaries and whatnot, you're okay. But just stay on a dialogue. That's what my take would be for other people.
And there you have it. So with that being said, I talked about the LSU game, and that was like the thing that just stood out to me the most today. And I know in terms of like the playoff picture, we obviously have everything finalized. We were talking about it yesterday of going into the games. So as I predicted, the Falcons won because the Saints were just so shorthanded.
Yep, you were correct on that. Congratulations, Rashad.
We also talked about Raheem Morris and his job security and his future.
And I think he got fired, I believe.
He did get fired. And the GM got fired as well, Terry Fontenot. So they clean house in Atlanta.
Yep.
It's looking like, you heard the Matt Ryan rumors of going to the front office. Matt Ryan becomes the general manager or something in the front office, player operations, whatever the heck title they want to give him. Oh, man. I don't know, man, because I feel like I think Matt, he knows his stuff. He's been doing the CBS sports and stuff like that. He's been sounding good on the desk. He knows what he's talking about. So he knows who's good around the league, and he knows what works in the league. I think if you put him in the front office, I think he can steer this direction back to the right way. As everybody else has said, the Falcons, hands down on paper, have the most talented roster in the NFC South. But for some reason, year after year, they have continuously underperformed. They've been underwhelming. And this year was kind of like the epitome of that because the Penix thing was supposed to work. He looked good at the end of last year as a rookie. It's like, oh, he gets a full off season and he's supposed to full off season of first team reps. It's on. Drake London, Bijan Robinson, a year older, Kyle Pitts, contract year. Oh, it's on. And boy, did Kyle Pitts look good this year. It's the best season of his career, arguably. Drake London looked like how Drake London has always looked. He's been pretty consistent in being an awesome receiver. And then Bijan Robinson took it to the next level to where he was just really good and one of the best running backs in the NFC to then get MVP candidate if the Falcons would have won more than 7 games.
Right.
So you have all of that and you miss the playoffs. And the weakest division in football with a $100 million quarterback as your backup. So it's not like, oh, Penix got hurt. The whole season was thrown away. Oh, Penix got hurt, and you lean back on $100 million quarterback.
Yeah.
Still supposed to make the playoffs out of that. So they underperformed, and if you underperform with that type of talent, the only thing you can blame is the coaching. So Raheem Morris, hate it had to be you, but you'll get paid. You'll get money as an NFL coach. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, this Ravens Steelers game, we were talking about Derrick Henry having to carry the team.
Yes. Did he do it? Well, he did. Well, he did at 126 yards for 20.
That is a great game for most running backs. For Derrick Henry, he was going to need like one of them 200 mugs.
That's great. But here's the problem. What happened? What happened in that game? That game was so wild. It went back and forth. It's basically like you saw Aaron Rodgers on one of the plays. I believe it was in the fourth quarter, and he got so upset that there wasn't a flag called. I'm telling you, this is the reason why that Pittsburgh, they're probably going to go one and done in the playoffs because they get to play host to the Texans in the first round. The Texans are going to beat them like crazy, dude. The Texans have the number one defense in the NFL. Not the playoffs, the entire NFL. That's what they have.
It's little things you see. I would think it was the first half when it was about 3rd and 6. You remember that play with Rodgers? He's rolling out. He's going towards the sideline.
Yes, I remember that play.
The defenders coming right up there with them. Mm-hmm. And old Rodgers would have scrambled for a couple of yards, maybe even dove for a first down.
Yep.
After running a couple of yards and then did the discount double check getting up.
Yeah, but this is not the same Rodgers.
He's not the same guy. This Rodgers, he runs out of bounds. He sees the defender and he just kind of stumbles, does a little 2-step off the sideline and lives to fight another day's 4th down. The kicker, thank God for the kicker. Joker kicked a 57-yard field goal or something like that, 50-plus yard field goal, and they get points out of the drive. But it's those type of things against the Texans. You're not going to get those type of breaks. It's only going to get worse, and it's going to overwhelm the old man.
And I got the Texans beating the Steelers in the first round because I don't think that they're going to survive in the playoffs. I think Houston is the dark horse in the AFC. If you really look at the numbers and look where they're standing, but at the same time, I do think that there is a team that's going to be a surprise. I think that if you look at the AFC in general, you have the Chargers that are going to be playing I think they're playing the Patriots, I believe. I believe they're playing the Patriots in the first round. And the Patriots are favored. I think the Chargers are favored in that game, and I'm like, well, I'm taking the Patriots because the Patriots have basically been good all year. So, I mean, if you look at
trying to pull up a bracket.
Yeah, you got the bracket. I'm not. They pulled it up already. They should have the bracket out.
They got it. Oh, here it is.
Okay, here we go.
It's up top.
Okay. So let me see.
Jacksonville.
Okay, so let me see if I can break down these games. You want me to start on the AFC or the NFC side?
Let's just go AFC.
Okay, so this Bills and Jaguars game is going to be very, very interesting. So Josh Allen if you look at Josh Allen and the career that he's had to go through Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. If you look, and now this year, he's only had to face Trevor Lawrence and then Drake May, and he's got to face Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud, Aaron Rodgers, and Bo Nix. This is basically the easiest path that Josh Allen has had to go get. If he does not get to a Super Bowl this year, then what are the beat writers are going to say about Josh Allen? Then he's not going to be able to carry a team all the way to the playoffs or to the Super Bowl in that matter. But I will say this. Trevor Lawrence has been playing his butt off this year for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, as we always say, Rashad, sunshine. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. So I will say this. I got Buffalo winning this game. I got them winning 31-21. This is going to be one of those games to where like it's going to go back and forth, but I think Buffalo has enough offense to withstand the Jacksonville's onslaught.
I want to say also shout out Trevor Lawrence, my dog, man, friend of the channel for sure. He was supposed to be officially friend of the channel, like be on the camera, but he was like, "No, I gotta run, I gotta go." And then I was like, "Bro, I'm from Marietta." He said, "Oh snap, that's like where I'm from." I said, "Bro, exactly. That's why I was." Anyway,
Right.
but he cool people. He cool people though. Shout out Trevor Lawrence, man. Shout out Cartersville, Sunshine.
So the Chargers and the Patriots is the next matchup. This is the matchup, but I think this is going to get very, very interesting. I still think the Patriots are going to be able to beat the Chargers, but I do have to wonder how good is that hand from Justin Herbert? Because remember that was the hand that he hurt. And I think the Patriots are going to be targeting that hand and really trying to injure it. But if you really look at it, the Patriots defense has been really good this year under Mike Vrabel. And Mike Vrabel can get those guys ready in a hurry. I got the Patriots winning this game. I think it's going to be something like maybe 34-24 in that area, because I do think that Justin Herbert and that offense can score a little bit on that Patriot defense. But I also do think that the Patriots have the most pedigree in terms of, even though they're young, I still think they have the best chance to go all the way this year, despite Denver getting the 1 seed.
All right. So we have Buffalo and New England moving on so far. And then of course we have Houston and the Steelers. Oh, well, you already said this. You said
I've
Houston.
already said the Texans would win.
So now let's move on to the NFC. Oh, I done clicked on the game. I didn't mean to click.
No, you're good. You're good.
We got the Rams and the Panthers.
Oh my gosh. So these two teams met in the regular season, and Carolina pulled off the upset, that blew my mind. But I don't think this time around, I think the Rams are going to have their number. The Rams have got the best offense in the league. When you got Devontae Adams, who's going to come back from his hamstring injury, you got Puka Nacua, right? And then you got Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, and they got Tyler Higbee back, which has been a plus. And you got your defense in Jared Verse, who is an absolute athlete. Kobe Turner, the conductor, is what they like to call him. And they got the defensive backfield. And then you got Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is in the running for MVP, and I think he should win the MVP this year with the way that he's been putting up. I really think the Rams are going to blow out the Panthers. I think it's going to be something like 34-13. I do not trust this Panthers team to catch up with the Rams. I really don't.
I'm going to go with LA 2 on that one. All right. Now we got the rivals. The Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. Forget about it.
All right. This is a rematch of the NFC North. Both of these teams split their meetings this year, and this is going to be the third matchup in the playoffs. I still think Chicago's going to beat Green Bay. I think Green Bay is hurt right now. They don't have Micah Parsons. They added Trayvon Diggs, and Trayvon Diggs didn't do anything today against the Vikings, which we all know that Trayvon Diggs is.
That's hate, Dan. That's hate.
I'm sorry. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm sorry, but I got to say it with my chest, man. I got to say it with my chest. I think the Bears are going to beat the Packers. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be something around maybe like 27-20 in that affair. I think it's going to go back and forth. But I do think the Bears defense has enough to withstand that Green Bay offense. I don't think Jordan Love is healthy enough to compete. And I think the Bears are going to challenge these teams in the NFC this year.
All right. And then the next game, San Fran versus Philistine.
Oh, I hate both of these teams, Rashad. I'm a Cowboy fan. I hate both of them. You put me on the spot on this, and I hate this.
It's also known as the Terrell Owens Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he played for both teams in that era. That is correct. Okay, so Brock Purdy against Jalen Hurts. So Brock Purdy, obviously, we know that he has the big-time contract in San Fran. He's been injured so much. He's been injured this year. Mac Jones has been playing pretty decent. And obviously, there is reports that Fred Warner is supposed to be back for the NFC Championship game this year if the 49ers make it that far. But they also said that Nick Bosa is going to be playing in this game against the Eagles. And that is a big key player for the 49ers. I just think the Eagles really and truly, I think they're going to expose the 49ers somehow because their defense is still top 5. And I hate the Eagles. I think it's going to be something like 27-17 in favor of the Eagles. And I hate to say it, but I think the Eagles defense is just far better than the Niners defense. I hate it, but it's true.
EAGLE, Eagle.
Apparently so.
All right, let's go to the second round, man. So you got Denver and you have Buffalo.
Ooh. Okay. So this is where this is going to get very interesting. So this was the best path forward for Josh Allen to make it to the Super Bowl. But, man, the Denver Broncos, I'm telling you, man, this is going to be one of those things. Denver's defense is really, really good, and Buffalo's offense is really, really good. I just don't know if Buffalo is going to be able to go into Denver, into that hostile environment at Empower Field at Mile High to go withstand that team. I think Denver is probably going to beat the Bills, I think, and I think they're going to probably beat them somewhere around 33-23 in that area. But I will say this, Josh Allen, he's got to figure it out, man. If he wants to go all the way this year, he needs to show me if he's going to beat Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo right there, just for the sake of Josh Allen. This is best chance. It'll never be this easy again for him in the AFC for the rest of his career. This is best.
I agree.
Chance. So
I agree.
I'm gonna go.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Next game is New England versus the Texans.
Ooh. Okay, so I remember how I said that the Patriots and the Rams were going to be my Super Bowl pick this year. This is going to be one of those tests for me because the Texans have the number one defense in the NFL, and the Patriots defense is no slouch either. It's going to be C.J. Stroud against Drake May. I really think the Patriots are going to beat the Texans in this spot. I think it's going to be somewhere around 24-17. I think this game is going to go down to the wire. But I will give credit to Houston. Their team is really good. And C.J. Stroud, the problem is that offensive line is not protecting C.J. Stroud. And I think the Patriots are going to have the advantage in that regard.
I'm gonna go Houston.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No real reason.
No. I get it. I get it. It's very hard to choose.
Just throw someone against the wall. All right. Next game, we're gonna skip to the NFC. The Eagles versus the Bears.
Okay, so this is the game where, remember, the Bears and the Eagles met the last time, and the Bears mollywopped them all over the place because they ran for 200-plus yards against them. Now, I think the Bears are going to beat them again, and this is the team that I think the Eagles are going to have the most challenge because Ben Johnson is so good at play calling. It's crazy that Caleb Williams is who he is. I'm going to say the Bears are going to beat the Eagles somewhere around 27-21. But I do think this game is going to be close, and I think the running attack of Roma Dunze and DeAndre Swift, along with Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift, Roma Dunze and DJ Moore and Luther Burden, the receivers, Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland for the tight ends. I think they're going to be a great matchup for the Eagles, but I also do think the Bears are going to beat them. And the Eagles are going to be right here next to me on the couch, and they're going to have some hot dogs and corn dogs with us.
Oh.
And they're going to have some popcorn too.
T.O. I'm gonna I'm gonna go Bears. Go Bears with you as well.
The Bears. Got to, man.
The Bears.
The
All right.
Bears.
Rams versus Seattle.
Oh, okay. So both of these teams split their meetings this year. This was really, really tough for me to pick. Man, I had the Rams going to the Super Bowl this year, and I'm really trying to get them there. I got the Rams, honestly. I think they can go back up into Seattle after that that experience that they had, the embarrassment. I'm going to say the Rams win 34-31 against Seattle. I think the Rams have enough offense to withstand that high-powered defense that Seattle has, but I give credit to Seattle, man. They're playing very well this year. I got the Rams.
I'm gonna go Seattle because of the Pope.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Zero was happening.
What up, Zero?
All right. Where we at? Okay,
So
we had. Okay, all right. So you have Denver, and you have New England.
New England, I believe.
Okay, so you have Denver and New England in the AFC Championship.
Ooh, this is gonna be one of those high power games I'm going to like very, very much going into these playoffs. It's gonna be the Broncos defense against the Patriots defense. This is going to be one of those high-powered matchups that this is going to bring the entertainers to watch, and all the local media is going to want to watch this. After looking at this, I got the Patriots beating the Broncos. I think the Patriots have enough to beat the Broncos. I'm going to say it's going to be 24-21. But I will say this for Denver, their defense is really good, but I think Drake May is on another planet right now with the way that he's been playing.
Happy New Year, Zero.
Zero.
I have to say this, bro. That's crazy, man. First, Brady's first. Sorry. Patriots. I'm cooked right now. Patriots' first return to the Super Bowl post Brady would be a storyline for sure.
Yes, it would be. Who do you got?
I have Buffalo against the Texans in the AFC Championship.
You
I
said
got Buffalo winning.
Ooh.
I got Buffalo going to the Super Bowl in Seattle.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So I already told you who I think gonna win the NFC Championship. Let's go NFC Championship. We have the Bears versus the Seattle Seahawks for you.
Oh, I thought it was the Rams.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
okay,
I said the Bears.
You have the Rams beating the Seahawks. Okay, yeah. Okay, the Bears and the Rams.
Ooh, okay. So the only way that the Rams can go to the playoffs is that go further into the playoffs is Matthew Stafford has to ball out. This is going to be one of those matchups to where, I don't think the Bears are going to be able to beat the Rams in this regard. I think it's going to be that the Rams have enough to pull this out. I think it's going to be somewhere around 30-24. But I will give credit to Chicago. Caleb Williams has been playing very well this year. You have to give him and get Ben Johnson credit. But I also do think that the Bears have a bright future as well. But I got the Rams going to the Super Bowl and beating the Bears.
So you have the Rams and the Patriots. Oh, that was a Super Bowl in 2018 in Atlanta.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know it was that season. It was that season. I think it was.
Yeah, it might be 2018 season, 2019 the year of the Super Bowl.
Oh, that season? Okay.
Gronkowski right before he retired for the first time.
And that's what I got.
Yeah, in Atlanta, I think the score was 9-3. Maroon 5 did the halftime show, and people were like, "Why didn't the Outkast do it? It's Atlanta." And then Maroon 5 brought out Big Boy to do "I Like the Way You Move," and it was a nice little thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go with I have Seattle versus the Bears.
What do you got?
Seattle, of course, because the Pope. So I got Seattle in my Super Bowl versus the Bills. And you have the Patriots and the
Rams.
The Rams.
You go first. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm gonna go with Seattle winning it all, man.
Oh, so you got Josh Allen making the Super Bowl, but
Josh Allen making the Super Bowl, but losing in classic Bills fashion.
okay. So I got the Patriots and Rams. So this is going to be a rematch, like you said, in the 2018 to 2019 Super Bowl back in Atlanta. But this is also going to be the battle for MVPs between Drake May and Matthew Stafford. These are both guys that are going to be in line for MVP. I think all in all, the Patriots have a good defense, but the Rams offense is very, very explosive. I'm going to say that Matthew Stafford wins another Super Bowl. I think the Rams are going to beat the Patriots, and I think it's going to be somewhere around 34-30. I think it's going to be an all-time classic, and everybody's going to be able to watch it with their popcorn and their brisket and whatnot. That's what I think.
Hey man, shouts out to the brisket, man. Shouts out to New England, all the dogs. Hold on. Oh, I found it.
Oh,
Look what I found, Dan.
what'd you
I
find?
found something, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to share it. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, little twin. Okay.
Hold on now. Rashad is fixing to share something.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh my goodness. All right. You ready?
Oh my gosh.
And Super Bowl 53 is finally touched down here in the ATL. We got to ask you guys what are some of their favorite cuisines and who are some of their favorite Southern artists and rappers and everything like that. Go check it out. If you want to dodge all the traffic, Rolling Out's got you covered on the coverage. Don't even worry about it. We got you. Let's go see what they have to say.
Atlanta artists.
This is my first Super Bowl, man.
Wow, man, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, blast from the past. I was living in Alabama at the time, and I drove all the way to Atlanta to cover it.
Man, the Dominican Sue, he was a beast.
Dominican Sue, man.
Yeah, I've always been T.I. fans for
Got the dogs in the building, man. Trey
Flowers, man.
Who
Tom Brady was there. I know that for Sean McVay.
Sean
That was a young Sean McVay, and he's
Sean
still
McVay,
young.
friend of the channel.
Shout out to Sean McVay. I'm giving y'all Super Bowl this year. I'm giving y'all the
Gronk.
Oh, Gronk.
My brother Gronk, man.
Shout out to Gronk.
Fried chicken.
Shout out my brother Gronk, man. Sony Michelle, friend of the channel, man.
Sony Michelle.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
They brought up some deer meat. Some deer meat too.
Deer meat?
No.
My brother Sony Michelle. Yeah, that's what he said. He said his favorite Southern dish. He said deer meat.
Never had deer meat. I'm gonna be honest. Never had it. I know everybody's gonna tell me. They said, "Dan, you've never had deer meat."
I ain't gonna say because I ain't never had no dang. That's some country bumpkin stuff, right?
That's some weird country stuff right there.
That's some that's hunting food for sure. Hunting food. Yeah. But yeah, man. So blast from the past right there to see, and it'd be interesting to see if that's the thing all over again, bro. But Dan.
I know what time it is. I know what it is.
You say you had a song, man.
I do. And this is a song that you're going to know. It's called No Diggity by the Blackstreet Boys.
Oh.
So I want to see if I can play this correctly. I'm not going to try not to slur and whatnot. Let's see. You know what? I like to play it. No diggity, no doubt. Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Yo, Dre, drop the verse. It's going down. Fade to Blackstreet. The homies got at me. Collab creations bump like A-Chan. No doubts, I put it down. Never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me. Hey-ow. Tell me who can stop when Dre making moves. Attracting honeys like a magnet. Giving eargasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies. Blackstreet and Teddy, the original rum shakers. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. Like bag it up.
Back it up.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. Look, bag it up. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. I got to, man. You know some Black Street Boys. Come on now.
Yeah, come on, man. Shouts out to Black Street, man. Shouts out to Black Street. Shouts out to Teddy Riley, man, for sure.
I'm surprised that you know that song way back when, man. I had to make sure that you knew that. I had to make
Dan, I'm older than you.
I know you are. I know. I was like, it was like back in the what was that 90s, I believe. 90s?
I mean, I don't know if I remember in real time. But it's a classic. You know, you hear it all the time. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, that was a good song back then. Whew. And then everybody was like, Daniel, do you even know what that is? What it means when you say, I like the way you work it, no diggity, like the bag it up.
Bag it up.
Do you even know what that is, Daniel? I was like, maybe they're putting groceries in a bag. I said, no, Daniel, it's about weird stuff.
And with that, we say, Zero, he left a comment on the video. I want to respond to it live.
Oh.
He commented on one of the shorts where I was reacting to basketball highlights. I want to react to it here. I mean, no, I want to like respond to it here instead of like typing. So I don't feel like typing.
Oh, what did he
say? He said, carry, travel, hopscotch, where's the whistle?
Oh, I saw the Jaylen Brown skit. That was crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, the Jaylen Brown on the pivot. Like he pivoted.
That's a travel. I'm sorry. That was a travel.
Yeah, 50 points, man. Right after the salsa. He did the salsa. With who was it? I wanted to say Shensia. It wasn't Shensia. It was Victoria Monet. And he had Victoria Monet sit courtside at the game. And he scored 50 in front of Victoria Monet. After he went on stream and said, yo, I thought I played better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And who won it for the East? I think Jalen Brunson. And I should have won Eastern Conference Player of the Month. And then he scored 50 points like a boss. Jaylen Brown, man, let his nuts hang. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jaylen Brown. That's one of the gangsters dang guy I ever seen a basketball player do, man. Shouts out to Jaylen Brown, man. And shouts out to Zero, my dog. And shouts out to Dan as always. Shouts out to Silverish Star. Shouts out to Clara on the moon, even though I'm sure you're a bot. But as always, we appreciate y'all for stopping by. Dan, you want any shout outs you want to give?
Well, shout out to the oldest sibling. She gonna be turning a big age today. So shout out
big 3-3. Happy birthday to your sister, man.
Yeah, man. I got to give that shout out, man.
You see what William's saying?
Oh, William Horton says the Eagles will beat the 49ers. Oh my. Well, I'm a Cowboy fan. I have to give credit where credit's due. Okay.
Yeah, I got the Eagles. We both had the Eagles over the 49ers.
We both have the Eagles giving that. We have the Eagles losing to the Bears.
And I have them losing to the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, so I have them losing there. But shouts out to William, man. EAGLE. Eagle. All right, cool. I had to do that one last.
I was just going to say, shout out to the Cowboy fans nation. We're going to be fine, guys. This season has basically been a disappointment, but we need to hold Jerry accountable with him saying there's going to be changes made on the defense. We need to hold him accountable for that if he's going to stay true to his word. If he isn't, then we're going to hear the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. As far as the Mavericks go, they just got to figure out a way how to stay consistent until Kyrie comes back. That's the biggest thing. But the problem is that they're 10 games under 500. So we're just going to have to see how the month of January unfolds as we head into February.
Let me say this on stream when Dan's here. We're going to repeat it on Birds and Buckets whenever Malik's back. The Mavericks are very interested in the Hawks swap with the Pelicans.
I heard about I heard about this. They really want that pick, apparently.
Everybody wants that pick. Like they said, including the Pelicans.
Including the Pelicans want that pick. They want their pick back.
Everybody wants that pick. can't get no dang pick. You can't get no dang top 3 pick for no Anthony Davis at the age of 40 years. Is you crazy? He say, if you give us Cooper Flag, we'll give you the top 3 pick.
You mind if I answer this question by William?
Go ahead.
I don't trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs. The reason why I don't trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs is because he's always been inconsistent at times. When he was with the Jets way back when, he was seeing ghost. And when he was with Minnesota, he had some good moments there, but he still was inconsistent. And I still think he's inconsistent even with Seattle. But again, Rashad's got the Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl this year, so I can't fault Rashad for saying that.
Because the Pope.
That's why.
I gotta say this, William. The Pope, the Seahawks win at least 13 games. A Pope is elected the same year. Them jokers go to the Super Bowl every single time. So because of that, I have to follow history. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just follow them sometimes. I feel like William, you're about 20 minutes too late. We were deep into this.
Yeah, we were deep into this, William.
This would have been great for you to be here asking these questions, everything like this.
I know you were going to ask me these questions here, William Horton. I know you were. You were going to ask me.
He's asking great questions. I'm not even.
You're asking great questions. I'm really flattered. I really am.
Yeah, this is a great question. All right, I'm gonna give it. Let's say 30 seconds. I'll give it 30 seconds. All right. Boom. With that being said, William, your time's up. Everybody, thank you so much for another stream, for stopping by another stream. Dallas Dan, I appreciate it as always, man. This is day 305. Shouts out to the 305. Shouts out to Uncle Lou. Don't stop, brother. Shout out Miami. Shout out South Beach, Florida, everybody like that. Please follow along on this channel because we're live each and every single day. Like we do, we'll be live again tomorrow, and you'll have the chance, William. If you want to follow along and subscribe along right now, go ahead and do so. More than likely, Dan will be on the stream tomorrow night talking about the same thing. However, it is his sister's birthday, so he might not be on the stream. But if he'll be on at some point this week to talk about the playoffs again, and you can ask all your NFL questions to Dan, and he'll be on stream.
And some NBA questions as well. But as always, I'm Rashad Milligan. This is Dallas Dan. Dallas and I was about to say Dallas and Rashad. The Dan and Rashad, as always, man, you know what it is. And until next time, please take care of yourselves. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, appreciate y'all in the chat. Y'all take care of y'all's. Hold on. I gotta get right. Oh, y'all.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.